Welcome to Podmatic. What's the word I was looking for? Impromptu podcast. I'll move this closer if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. I was saying I heard the poem that you gave. Bro, that was sick. I was saying before, I think I managed to catch it on audio.
Oh, really?
Yes, so I'll try and see if I can extract it and make sure, I'll do my magic.
Thank
make sure
you.
that the audio is good because, that was wow. Yeah, I need to go listen back and properly take it in because I was just hearing it in the moment and I was like, that was so good. How long did it take you to come up with that, put that together?
So that actually, I think it took me it was a process of maybe 3 months.
Yeah.
And it was a very, very, I was stuck in one room. It was during lockdown, actually.
Really?
Yeah, so
wow.
I didn't have anybody to kind of talk to. And I just started journaling. So I wasn't even writing poetry. I was just writing journal entries of how I was feeling. And then I kind of looked at it and you know how that...
light bulb moment.
Yeah, the light bulb moment where the equations are going past your head and everybody's working them out and then ding.
There we go.
And I was like,
one thing.
I was like, this could be a poem.
There you go.
So I ended up putting it together and it was 1,000 words.
Oh, wow.
On the dot, 1,000 words.
Just straight up.
On the dot, yeah.
Wow.
So
brilliant.
It was mental, and that piece is actually called "There's No Justice, There's Just Us," which is based
play on words.
Yeah, it's based off it's actually based off a book chapter by a writer called Renee Lodge.
Okay.
I don't know if you know Renee Lodge.
No.
So she wrote a book called "Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race."
Oh, I have heard of the book.
It's a really, really good book.
Is it?
And one of
I need to read it, find it.
Yeah. That one of the chapters in the book was "There is no justice, just us," and I was reading it at the time of writing this.
Right.
This poem. So I kind of was just oh my God, that's the perfect title. It really does feel like that.
Yeah. No, I hear you because it caught me off guard. Obviously, when you guys said, "Oh, you're performers," and you've got the rapper, you got the singer, they're really good, and the poet, you're like, "Oh, well, let's hear it." And then it was like, "Whoa, this is serious stuff."
Yeah,
real talent from the singer to her rapping was really good, and then your poems as well. It reminded me of what was that poet from London? What's his name? His name, thingy the poet.
Mustafa the poet.
No, there's a guy. He's black, but anyway,
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. George the poet. George the poet. I think he is because he's really, really good as well. And he proper goes in different with his, and he's the only kind of poet that I've heard who's kind of modern. Has not the messaging to be the same, but has that feel where you want to listen to it and maybe listen to it again and that kind of thing.
Oh, thank you.
So it gave me those kind of vibe. Not saying that you got the same style or anything like that, but that's who I kind of, that came to mind. I was like, wow.
You see, poetry is not my I didn't start writing poetry until 2019. That was the year I started.
Okay.
I haven't stopped writing poetry since then.
Brilliant.
But I'm mainly an actor, director, and a singer.
Really? That's good.
But one of my biggest inspirations is Riz Ahmed. I don't know if you know of Riz Ahmed.
Riz, yes, he was in that movie. Oh, yeah, I know him.
Yeah,
his face just comes straight in.
He's been in Star Wars. He's been in what's the film about the four terrorist guys?
The American something Lions.
The Four Lions.
Four Lions.
He's in Four Lions.
Yeah.
And he's actually a spoken word artist, and he pairs really sick visual short films with his, which is kind of what I want to do with mine.
Brilliant.
Leading into the future.
Yeah, you know what? I think you're going to go far.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. Keep perfecting your craft. And as I say, this is short. I know you've gotta go. Got things to do. I do too. I want to make sure I do catch you as well as your colleagues there. And just say to you guys, you did a great job.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for hosting us and being a part of this event. I think people like you really do make a difference to the creative community.
Thank you.
And I can see this business. It's already got its feet in the ground. It's already rooted.
I received those blessings, brother, inshallah.
From the Most High.
And I was going to say as well, we'll be speaking probably after this. As I said, I want to do some work to be able to support creatives and things like that. I've got a small studio in Wakefield. It's quite small, but it's versatile. with what it can do.
Yeah.
So I know some incredible work can come out of it. So I look forward to give that opportunity to make it reasonable, for artists like yourselves and different ones
Absolutely.
to be able to create work. Because for me, as you can tell, I'm a creative at heart. Like I love different forms of creativity.
Of course,
So,
and this is very creative.
Yeah.
People don't see that, but you can be creative in anything you do.
trust.
You know,
Even in just talking.
in just talking, in the smallest
Yeah.
of things, you can be creative.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate this.
No.
And if you just want to catch us on Instagram or anything, it's
Yeah.
Hassan_Khan25.
Brilliant.
That's KG_X.
Okay.
And Femi Labad.
Brilliant. I'll go catch them, listen back to it. At least I have it there as well. But yeah, thank you so much and catch you later.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, that was
Respect,
great,
brother.
man. Respect. Let me finish and start parking.
I thought it sounds simple, it's not quite simple.
That was great, bro. I appreciate that. Let me